Hello everyone, Dr. Ashe is here. I just wanted to make a quick review about this COVID-19 disease which caused by SARS-CoV-2, which we all know it as a novel or new coronavirus. The reason I make this video is because when I'm talking to my friends, family, they basically don't have a very clear idea about what are they facing, and their understanding is a bit blur. So, and since we all love numbers, and when we hear it, the chance of death is only 3.5, 3.6, then we read here and there that it's only old people that really in danger, people with diabetes or heart or kidney problem. But basically, based on what I'm reading and what I've been doing research for past 3 months, these are nonsense. Everybody is at risk. Right now, in Italy, in Spain, people die as young as 21-year old. So, and some of them are athletes. So this is very serious matters. So I just try to make this video as simple as possible without using too much scientific word or anything, just so we can all understand that what are we facing. So basically, to make this thing easier, I want to compare this virus with two of its ancestors, H1N1 and swan flu, which cause swan flu and also SARS. So all of them look quite similar under the electronic microscope, but they have similarity and differences. So the similarity between all of these viruses is their symptoms, the basic symptoms. The basic symptoms come with a fever, dry cough, fatigue, sputum production, shortness of the breath, muscle pain, fatigue, in some case diarrhea, nausea. But then it slowly progress. And after this progress is when the novel coronavirus, the new coronavirus, show its deadliness. Basically, the COVID-19 is more deadly than all of other family member of it, from H1N1 and SARS. The infectious period is much longer. What does the infectious period means? Means from the time the person who contracting this virus till when it can deliver this virus, it can infect other people with this virus. So basically, the person who got this virus can infect other people for a very long time. Again, this is based on my opinion, but WHO say it's only 5.5 days. But from what I'm reading, I think it's more than 35 days, which I explain later. It is much more contagious. Why I say it is much more contagious? Because in the previous cases, we have never faced this many doctors and nurses who use protective devices catch it. So many doctors and nurses are already unfortunately died because of this virus. They contracting this virus while they treating this patient, and it's after they already knows that this person has COVID-19, so they all using the protective devices, but they still catch it. There is 14 to 20% chance that we contract this virus more than one time. Based on what I read from China, in Guangdong in China, more than 14 to 20% of the people who catch this virus and then they have a symptomatic period of the virus, means they already ill, they show the illness, and then they recovered, they go back home, they were free from the virus, means the PCR test was all negative, the lungs x-ray was clear. After 2 weeks, they again show the sign of the symptom and they show the virus in their system. This is very dangerous because this shows that maybe vaccine is not an answer, because these people must have already have an antibody in their body, but they still show the existence of the virus again. people without the symptom can spread the virus. This is very important. I see some of my friends in my group chats, they say, okay, let's gather. Please, if you are coughing or you are sick, please don't join. Or let's go for a run, or let's go for a football, or let's do this, or let's do that. This is very serious mistake, because people without having any symptom can infect you, can bring the infection to you. And this is a very common case that happening nowadays. So the person is safe, look 100% fine, but actually they carrying the virus. So you say, okay, the person is fine, it's not coughing, it's not sneezing, so how can it deliver the virus to me? I explain that later. This virus has been mutant and have two strain of it right now. So one of the strain even is more aggressive than the other strain. So it's not a good news, and we're not sure how much more time it can mutate. And after mutation, would it become more dangerous or what? So this virus is quite new. We're only dealing with it for 3 months. So please understand that anything can get worse. It won't get any better, but some stuff can happen and make it worse. Okay, what about people who getting this virus and then recover? Unfortunately, some of them can face 20 to 30% loss of their lung capacity. Means the person got it, it's a severe, I'm talking about the severe cases. So you can get it, some people can get it without even knowing that they got it, it's very mild, but those who get severely ill, they can lose 20 to 30% loss of their lung capacity. Unfortunately, this virus can attack lung, heart, and kidney. So it's not only it attack the lung, so it can attack other organs, and it caused the organ failure. I was reading a paper about the report about the Chinese lady at mid-20, not old. After she was recovering, means the fever gone, she feels she can breathe better, everything was getting better, but unfortunately when they did the test again, they found out it attacked her heart and kidneys, so she had to hospitalize again. Then, unlike SARS and H1N1, the new coronavirus can find alive inside the feces and the urine. So then please understand the salvage, where does it go, how far it can carry it, where does it bring it, if the people who use the public toilet and have this virus can infect those area. So basically, if you're using the public toilet, you could be in danger. You want to be scared, be scared. My aim is not to make anybody scared. I want you to get the right information to know what are you dealing with. And the problem on top of all of this problem is this virus lasts very long in the environment. WHO is said 5 days. I don't think so. I think it's more than 20 days. So why I said this virus is more deadly than H1N1 and SARS. If you look at this diagram, the green one is a H1N1. The rate of mortality for H1N1 was 0.5%. And the bottom is the SARS. So SARS was contained very easily. Basically, it was not as contagious as COVID-19, as the new coronavirus. So this coronavirus, the blue line here, is as aggressive and spreading as fast as the green one, H1N1, and it is more deadly than SARS, or almost same. Let's say not more deadly, let's say same. So it is more dangerous than both of them. It spread very fast, it kill much more. Alright, this is the mortality percentage that WHO revealed. The green here is the 3.6% chance of death that WHO announced. The blue and the red belongs to the H1N1 and SARS. And the green is the COVID-19. But based on my estimation, again, this is my estimation. Maybe I'm wrong. But this is what I believe at the moment that is 100% correct. More than 12% chance to die from this virus. How do I calculate this? It's not based on Chinese data that they say, because 100% China is censoring the truth because of their own policy. They don't have open media. Whoever was talking freely on YouTube had been caught. So there is no clear data from China. And whatever they say, I believe they really downside. Look at the downside. They bring down all the numbers. But when you look at the Italy media is free. So my estimation is based on Italy. So right now, yesterday, on 16 March, there was 24,000 cases and 1,800 deaths. So that means 7.3% chance of death. And unfortunately, today, the number raised to 27,980 and the death more than 2,158. And the death rate is 7.7 now. So what if the number reach 100,000? My estimation, more than 12,000 people will die. Easily more than 12%. Easily more than 12% of the people who catch this disease can die. And it's simple. The more people get infected, less equipment, less doctor, less nurses, and no chance to get hospitalized, no bed in the hospital for you. Please stay indoor. This is very serious. Again, I said the infectious period time, is much more longer than other disease. Why do I say this? Okay, WHO said around 5.6 days, 5.5, 5.3 days. The person who got it, he can infect other people. This is my estimation. 100% my estimation. I believe more than 30 days. How do I believe it so? First of all, there's 14 days period of the incubation. Means 14 days the person could have a virus and not showing any symptom. It can infect other people. Then 7 to 10 days the symptomatic of the disease. Means the person is sick and showing the symptoms. Then recovery up to 2 weeks. Which during that 2 weeks, 14 to 20% of the people show the virus in their system. The PCR exam shows that they still have the virus in their system. So how come WHO come with the 5 days? I'm not interested to know. I don't follow that. If somebody have this disease, you must prevent any contact more than 1 month. And that person, if it's me and you, we must be responsible. We must stay at home. And that's the way it is. All right. What is difference from this? One of the differences of this virus is the way it can make others sick. It can go inside the system. Basically, in all of this coronavirus, the influenza family, what happening is whether it's a direct contact or somebody cough and the droplets come out of their mouth, and these droplets mostly is more than 5 micromillimeter, which the gravity doesn't let them go very far, go to the far distance. I believe one of the reasons SARS could be contained, could be stopped, was it was not much of the airborne. Okay, I will explain more about the airborne. If you look at the top of the here, if the droplets become very small, smaller than 5 micromillimeter, then they are aerosol. They can float in the air based on the chemically charge and the chemical reaction. They stay in the air. So once they stay in the air, they can travel far. They can stay in the for example, if somebody breathes out, those area, that 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 place is already contaminated. So it's possible for other person who enter that room or bus or train and breathe in, catch this virus. I just show it in this picture that highly, strongly possible that COVID-19 is highly airborne disease. Swan flu caused by H1N1 and SARS was not as contagious as this, wasn't as strong airborne as this one. Means 2 meters far from the person who have this virus is not enough. It can travel further than that. So look at this picture, the mist out of this guy's mouth. If this person have a H1N1, although he's not coughing, the lady next to it and the guy who's 5 meters away from him and walk towards him, they all in danger. As simple as that. I explained about the infectious period. So if you want, just read through this. Again, about the longevity of the virus outside the environment. WHO said 5.5. I'm not sure why they always come with a 5, really. Journal of Hospital Infection, you can search it. Estimate SARS 9 days. Stay active outside on the surface. Stainless steel, plastic, table, outside. Of course, if it be under the sun, it is different but how do you know where does the virus land? They estimate 9 days. I believe more than 20 days. Some sources indicated that. And from what action China is taking for the money notes, I highly believe it is much more than 9 days. Why? China spends so much money burning the money from the infected zone, and also banks must keep the money and store it at a certain temperature under ultraviolet light, and not earlier than 7 to 14 days they're allowed to use that money. So if China taking these measurements for health, I'm sure there must be something. So please take it serious. It's not like 5 days, 2 days, 3 days. It is not like that. And another thing I want to explain, ultraviolet light kill virus, bacteria, and also it can kill our cells. So don't think if you can get the ultraviolet light and just on it at home. No, it can cause cancer. Those people who use ultraviolet, they must have a specific room, specific equipment to protect themselves from the ultraviolet. And another thing, ultraviolet needs certain amount of time to work on certain viruses. One virus can die after 3 seconds, one can die after 20 minutes. That needs research. Nobody can predict it. And even after research, there could be some error. So that's another matter. To prove that WHO underestimates and the numbers, I just want to indicate about the H1N1. They said 18,000 people died from H1N1 in United States, in the world. But CDC, Center for Disease Control, estimation is 284,000. This is a big gap. This is a big difference. I believe WHO is not much an independent organization as they say they are. They really under pressure from the economic point of view, political point of view, so they cannot follow the real numbers. So whatever they say, it must fit the society. It is not 100% truth. So please take care of yourself by doing your own research. And I read about the seminar done by Prof. Wilder. He also really emphasized that this virus that we're facing is something different from SARS and our previous experience. He also mentioned we must take it very serious. You can find his lecture online. Anyway, there is no cure yet, there is no vaccine. Till that day, I will take my ginger, garlic, honey, high concentrated green tea with the tonic water, and I take lots of vitamin C. I take more than almost 2000 milligram of vitamin C. I divide it to 500 milligram 4 times a day. And no matter WHO say this is bullshit, no matter whoever in this world said this is not working, I 100% believe it has effect. It's not a cure, it's not a miracle, it has an effect, and I will post 2 more videos to explain why I believe those are really really have an effect. So till then, I hope you all stay safe and all the best for you.